Earlier in my career, I had a hiring manager ask me, Ben, if you could be any fruit, what would you be? And I had two thoughts. My first thought was obviously a pineapple. That tingling feeling when you eat a pineapple, well, that is a digestive enzyme in a pineapple. What is happening there is when you are eating a pineapple, they are eating you. Next question. My second thought was, what in the world does this have to do with a job? And this is actually something that happens all the time. Hiring managers asking dumb questions. But have you ever wondered why? In today's video, I'm going to talk about what some of those questions are, why they're asked, and what you should do about it. Let's go. If you could be any animal, what would you be? If you could have lunch with any celebrity, which celebrity would you have lunch with? If you had any superpower in the world, what would that be? Here's a question. How does any of that help you assess my ability to do the job? This is something that happens all the time. You have hiring managers who want to ask unique questions, quirky questions, off-the-wall questions in a job interview. But why does it happen? Well, there are actually four main reasons why hiring managers ask questions like this. The first one is you can't really prepare for questions like this. There are channels like the channel you are watching right now that can prepare you to absolutely ace an interview, crush the most common interview questions, and you can slide right through and get the job, right? So hiring managers, they want to give you questions that you won't expect. And they ask you a question like this because it's an opportunity to see you actually think on your feet and not have a prepared answer ready to go. The next reason it happens is hiring managers aren't actually great at interviewing. Most hiring managers spend a fraction of their time actually interviewing people. If you're a mechanical engineering manager, you spend a lot more time mechanical engineering managing than you do interviewing. It's just not something you do a lot. So most hiring managers, they're not actually good at this. Now recruiters, we spend all day doing this. We have more experience. And I've never asked a crazy question like that, nor do I intend on doing it. But hiring managers, they just have a lot less experience. Another reason it happens is they think it's kind of fun. It's an icebreaker. It's a way for them to kind of ask a funny off-the-wall question and maybe lower the tension in the interview, which if you think about it, is kind of a nice thing to do, but I still don't love these questions. Have you ever been asked a question like this? If you've been asked like a question that's like this, leave it in the comments. Lastly, they think it's a great way to get to know you, right? Like they're gonna get a bit of your personality. They're gonna ask you this crazy question, you're not gonna be prepared for it, and they're gonna find out more about you. Like if you ask me that question about fruit, you're gonna find out how much I admire pineapples and their willingness to fight back. But it's just a way for them to get to know someone, lower the temperature, and actually start to build a connection with a candidate. And in a way, I get that. Again, still don't agree with the questions, but I can understand where they're coming from. Hey, are you finding value in this video? If you are, do me a favor, hit that like button. It is free for you. It tells YouTube I don't suck. It motivates me to make more videos like this, and it really helps the channel. And if you're already willing to do that, do me a favor and hit subscribe. That way you never miss one of my 3 free weekly videos, all designed to help you maximize your career and land your dream job. And if you're working on landing a dream job right now, in the description box, I've actually linked my interview prep guide. It is a full course that will teach you everything you need to do to nail your next interview and get your dream job. It's got over 25 videos designed to help you navigate the interview process, and it's got templates and exercises to help you become a master candidate. Okay, so let's just say they ask you one of these questions. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to get up, walk out, get in your car, drive away, and never talk to them again? I wouldn't do that. If you want that job, you've got to play ball. So the first thing I would recommend is stay calm, okay? I think it's a fair thing just to first, just let a calm wash over you. Okay, they're asking me a really stupid question, right? Just calm down, take a deep breath. Then when you're asked a question like this, every second counts. So if a few more seconds can help you think of an answer, I think it's a good thing. So I would respond after I first calm myself with, well, that's a really good question. Even though it's not, I would still say, that's a really good question. The next thing I would do is I would give them my answer and I would provide a rationale, right? Whenever you're asked an off-the-wall question, I think it's good to say, I would be this, and here's the reason why, and make the reason why make sense, make it logical, right? This is a weird question you've probably been asked or you will be asked, and it doesn't serve a lot of purpose in identifying if you're a good fit for the role, but what you can do is you can demonstrate a logical thought process. And I think for you as a candidate, there's probably some value in that. Now, getting asked a question like this might be frustrating, but what's more frustrating? Well, finding out you're the backup candidate. Imagine going through the whole interview process, thinking you're gonna get a job just to figure out that you're the backup candidate. It's incredibly frustrating, but there are signs. And it's why I made this video here. This video here gives you signs that you're the backup candidate. Because if you know that information, well, then you can act. So I'm done here, but I will see you over there.